So, honest question, and I know I've asked this before, but maybe I just didn't get an answer, I guess. Yeah, what the hell's going on with Scream 7? Yeah, no, this news broke last night, and I didn't talk about it because between seeing the episodes for Daredevil Born Again, as well as the new, the new music for Ghost to drop, it just kind of like fell to the wayside. So I figured I would just kind of talk about it here, and I gotta be honest, what the fuck is going on? Like, and I don't know if I like it or not. That's the other thing, is like, I'm genuinely of the mindset of, is this any good? Like, is this any of this, like, is it, like, what kind of direction are we going with Scream 7? And I don't know if I'm liking where we're going with the direction. So, for those who don't know, basically, it's been announced that David Arquette is returning for Scream 7. Now, I know what you're thinking already. It was like, well, that's impossible. We saw Dewey just get absolutely gutted. We just saw, Dewey just get absolutely gutted at Scream 5, so how can he be back? Like, there's no way. We confirmed his death and everything. So, yeah, it's like, how are we bringing back, it was the same thing of like, how are we bringing back Stu Macher? How are we also bringing back, Sidney's brother that was shot in the head? So, it's like we're bringing back all of these characters, and we do have one or two of the actors from Scream 5 and 6, and I'm kind of the mindset of like, what are we doing here? Like, what's the game plan here? Now, my friend Jason, and I know some other people have said this too, it was like, one thought process of like what could be the story for this new era, this new film of Scream 7 is that they're going to go the new Nightmare route. Like, they want to go the new, kind of like Wes Craven's New Nightmare, in which it's a movie about a movie. Like, yeah, it's kind of like a meta film. Like, basically, if you guys know your Wes Craven New Nightmare, then you'll know that you'll know that the big thing with that film is that what was I going to say? The big thing with that film is that film is like about Heather Langenkamp playing herself, and Wes Craven is like attacked by some unknown being from within the who manifests itself as Freddy in the film. So it's a film about the movie and a new film being made. Yeah. So people are kind of latching on to the idea that maybe this is the route they're going for Scream 6, is that it goes in we're going full meta with it, because we've always been meta. That was the whole point of Scream, right? Because it was like it's always been all these metas about slasher films. So why don't we just go full meta and do something different with that? Like, that's the idea, is that they want to do have it that what's the actress's name, Neve Campbell playing herself, and have all the actors back playing themselves, and also refer to the other 5 movies as their own films, which is kind of weird. And you're like, well, that's kind of cool. That's just that we're just going one step higher. Again, I can't confirm that. I cannot in any way, shape, or form confirm it. Like, confirm that's what the story they're going for. So I can't really say that's what they're doing, but I can say that that's what it's starting to feel like. Like, that's what it's really starting to feel like with Scream 7. The movie, I think, comes out next year, so I imagine we'll get something soon, kind of talking more about the story. But anyway. Getting back on track is that, now, again, it could be that it's maybe flashbacks, like maybe Arquette's going to be only in flashbacks, but I doubt it. He's that big of a name. So, yeah. Could it be that, and also I'm not saying, when I say, this movie could be, meta and, going to Wes Craven, I was like, oh, so Ghostface is, some demon infesting them? No, I'm saying, what it's probably, if we're going the New Nightmare route, it's probably going to be, some fan or one of the cast members, have gone crazy and are, pretending to be Ghostface and are attacking the actors. So, Yeah. Now the reason why I don't like it, like I don't like that idea, and this is from someone who does like New Nightmare, and again we're going on the theory that that's the idea they're going with here. The reason why I don't like this idea is because I feel like you're just kind of, first off, you're aping off of Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and yeah, you know, I know it's like, oh, it's supposed to be for Wes and all that, and I'm like, no, you're not Wes. I don't care who you are. On top of that, it kind of lessens the entire franchise. Like with New Nightmare, it was a cool way and more of a backdoor opening for what Wes would do with Scream. In here, we're kind of just throwing off the death scene with Arquette, and also absolutely disregarding. And I feel like we're just kind of disrespecting what Marissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega's 2 films did. So it feels like also like that's their way of just not having them in the film, and I'm like, that's a bit of a stretch. If that's, again, this is all speculation I'm saying, but yeah, it just kind of takes away from the then what was the point of Scream 5 and 6, right? Like that's the other major thing, is that we're taking away from the 2 sequels that essentially helped revitalize this franchise, because now it just feels like we're just gonna go now those movies are skippable. You know, the 2 films that, you know, helped revitalize interest in Ghostface, and also along with Blumhouse's Halloween, say what you will about the content of that trilogy, did help the new era of slashers to really like take off. So that's my thing, is that it's just kind of like, it feels now like we're just like, if we are going the New Nightmare route, it feels like we're just kind of sweeping 5 and 6 under the rug, you know, just out of, you know, just because we can't get Barrera, because she said some stuff that I'm not going to get into here. But yeah, it feels like, what was the point of 5 and 6 then, if we're just going to like essentially redo the franchise again when we've had and that's the other thing. One thing I liked about the Scream franchise is that it's had a solid continuity in this universe. This feels like a miniature reboot. And again, New Nightmare feels like its own little reboot, but still, that had like a reason behind it. Here, it just kind of feels like we're, you know, again, just kind of making up as we go along. But yeah, I don't know. Am I excited now? Am I excited for David Arquette to come back? Yeah, I think it's cool that, you know, David Arquette is going to be coming back, and could he be just playing himself along with like Neve Campbell playing herself, or you know, Matthew Lillard just playing himself, all of that. Again, going the New Nightmare route. No, we don't know right now. That's the major thing, is we don't know. It just kind of feels like that's the direction we're going with all these actors coming back. That are, the characters are dead. Now again, you can say, yeah, Stu, it was never dead. Like, you can always say that, but like, yeah. It just kind of, now with Arquette and also the actor who played Roman Bridger coming back, it's like now it's starting to feel like we might be going, what we know the direction we're going. But again, could be totally wrong, and they could surprise us nonetheless. But yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think, what the fuck is going on with Scream 7? Are you guys excited for this angle? Are you hoping it's, are you hoping it is something along the lines of like New Nightmare, where it's all metatextual and all that? Or are you kind of hoping for something else? Just comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.